As soon as council sits down. Okay, call the meeting to order. Ms. Whitby, you call the roll, please.
Ross?
Here.
White?
Here.
Taylor?
Here.
Robinson?
Here.
Baxter?
Here.
Vouch?
Here.
Height?
Here.
And Witcher?
Present.
A quorum is present, sir.
Thank you. I invite you to stand for the prayer and pledge by Alderman Witcher and Height.
Let me pray. Father, thank you for this year that you've given us. Thank you for watching after us. We ask for your guidance in the coming year as we go our way and make decisions for the city. Bless our national leaders as they take office and guide us through a new period in our history. Watch after and guide our servicemen and women, and bless their families and watch after their families. In thy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So moved.
Second.
On the motion.
On the motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting, Ross?
Okay.
White?
Yes. Oh,
Ross, did you say yes?
Yes.
White? Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
She said-
I showed no communications, Ms. Whitby. Is that a fact?
That's correct, sir.
Well, okay, in that case, let's go into the consent agenda. Anybody want to pull anything from the consent agenda? Seeing none, how about a motion?
I was just gonna wonder if, rather than do a yay or nay vote on the consent agenda items, that we do a normal vote on each of those, the ones that involve salaries, rather than just
You want to call each one of them, is that what you're saying?
the ones that involve salary increases, yes.
Well, let's just call all of them, because most all of them are. Let's just call R-6197.
R-16-197, Mayor Smith, a resolution adopting revised pay schedules for grade step non-uniform employees of the city of North Little Rock to reflect pay increase.
Move for adoption.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R-16-198, Mayor Smith,
Please call it.
a resolution approving salary increases to certain full-time salaried employees excluding elected officials, battalion fire chiefs, assistant fire chief, assistant police chief, and police chief of the city of North Little Rock.
So moved. On the
Second.
motion.
Who seconded?
Mr. Height,
Pardon me?
you seconded.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R-16-199, Mayor Smith,
Please call it.
resolution adopting a revised and updated Fraternal Order of Police, John E. Charles Lodge, Number 5, salary schedule for police officers of the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Move for adoption.
Second. On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R-16-200, Mayor Smith,
Please call it.
a resolution adopting an updated salary schedule for North Little Rock Police Department Supervisors Association, SA.
Move for adoption.
Second. On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
Resolution 16201, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
Resolution adopting a revised and updated salary schedule for firefighters of the International Association of Firefighters, AFL-CIO, Local Number 35.
Move for adoption.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R-16-202, Alderman Witcher.
Please call it.
A resolution approving salary increases for elected officials of the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Move for adoption.
Second. On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R-16-203, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
A resolution approving an extension of the contingencies period of the sale of property located at 632 West Riverfront Drive in the city of North Little Rock.
Move for adoption.
Second.
An amendment.
An amendment, council?
Mayor, I think this was, we filed this with 30 days. I think it's supposed to be a 45-day extension.
Yes,
If memory serves me, this was, I think we had discussed a 45-day extension,
Right.
not a 30-day extension.
Right, just to be safe.
Yes.
Just give ourselves 2 more weeks.
So
So we
we
need
could-
to amend that to
I'll make
45
that,
instead of
I'm in the
30.
30 days to 45.
Right, all right,
And then we'll, I don't have the, it's 13 days would be the 31st, so that would be February 2nd. So there's a date certain that's listed. So it would be, I would ask for the amendment to change 30 to 45 days in section 1, and to change January 18th to February 2nd.
okay, Ms. Ross made that amendment, how about a second? On the motion to amend?
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
How about a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
On the motion to adopt as amended?
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R16-204, Mayor Smith.
Let me give an update real quick on property. We closed Thursday on the Manise house, and Ms. Scott has the check. We're closing tomorrow on the railroad property, so everything's moving according to plan, so keep your fingers crossed. 16-204, please call it.
A resolution authorizing the donation of city-owned property to Pulaski County Neighborhood Alliance for Habitat for the purpose of providing affordable housing for low-income residents.
About a motion, then we'll talk.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Ms. Robinson?
I want to hear more about this legislation,
Okay,
R16-204.
all right.
Explain it.
Well, that's that piece of property that was donated to us a number of years ago, and there were 4 people that were able to live there, and they were, I think, it was a transition house, was it not?
I tried to tell the story of it through the recital clause, but I don't blame you if it's hard to follow, because it was hard to write.
Yeah.
To try to backtrack the history on the property, but it was in our hands, and then it was out of our hands in the hands of a nonprofit. I think that they folded up and deeded it back to us. But since we've used CDBG funds on the property, someone still needs to use it for the public purposes that are in there, so we were trying to find another organization who could do that. There's repairs that are needed on the facility, so that's where I think the entity that's identified within the resolution is an arm, the local arm of Habitat for Humanity. So they're going to try to use it for affordable housing, fix it up, use it for affordable housing.
Okay.
Ms. Ross?
I was just curious, do we know, is it going to be multiple housing? Is it going to be single family? Do we know what they're going to do with it? You know, because there were what?
It's in an
You say-
R1, it's in a
So
neighborhood.
it will go back to
Yeah.
single,
Yeah,
okay,
It's just a little house up on 55th Street.
okay.
It was in bad repair. I actually thought they were going to tear it down and rebuild a new one there. Isn't that right, Danny? Yeah. Melissa's here and Sean's here. Go ahead, Chief.
Melissa could probably give you a better history of the house than I can, but as I understand it, we are limited because of the funds that were used to buy it in the first place. We are limited in its use. So we were not able to just sell the property outright. It's in a state of disrepair. We had the costs analyzed. It was very expensive to repair it. So the decision was made to find alternative uses on it, and Melissa went through all of the federal bureaucracy to find out what we could do with it. It was either use it for repair it, find someone that would use it as a transition home as it was being used, and do the repairs which couldn't be found, or find some other allowable use. And the Habitat for Humanity was willing to take it, and that is an allowable use. They are going to tear the house down and rebuild a new one.
That's what I thought. Okay, on the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R16-205, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
A resolution amending Resolution Number 9068, which authorized the mayor and city clerk to execute a declaration of restricted covenants on certain properties owned by the city of North Little Rock located south and east of the Pike Avenue roundabout.
Move for adoption.
Second. On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R16-206, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
A resolution authorizing the donation of certain used baseball field pole lights to the city of Guy, Arkansas.
Move for adoption.
Second.
These are old poles that we pulled out of the ground that we were no longer going to use, and Sam Higdon, who is the mayor of Guy, is also a retired North Little Rock firefighter, asked me to keep an eye out for some, and I asked Electric, and about 3 or 4 months later, we came up with these, and so now they're going to be able to light their ball fields up there. So, on the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R16-207, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
A resolution amending the 2016 budget for the city of North Little Rock to include additional expenses in 2 departmental budgets.
Move for adoption.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
R16-208, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
A resolution approving and certifying amounts of liens to be filed with Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real properties in the city of North Little Rock as a result of grass cutting expenses and abatement of other nuisances.
Move for-
Move.
Second.
Call a public hearing. Anyone here to speak on certain real properties and grass cutting liens and abatements? Seeing none, close the public hearing on the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
Ordinances O 1690, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
An ordinance approving, an ordinance authorizing the issuance and sale of the City of North Little Rock Tax Increment Bond, Series 2017, providing for the security for and payment of the principal of and interest on the bond, prescribing other matters relating thereto. First reading.
Move to suspend the rules and place it on second reading.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher? An ordinance authorizing the issuance and sale of the City of North Little Rock Tax Increment Bond Series 2017, providing for the security for and payment of the principal of and interest on the bond, prescribing other matters relating thereto. Second reading.
Move to suspend the rules and place it on its third reading.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
An ordinance an ordinance authorizing the issuance and sale of a City of North Little Rock Tax Increment Bond, Series 2017, providing for the security for and payment of the principal of and interest on the bond, prescribing other matters relating thereto. Third and final reading.
How about a motion to amend?
So
So
moved.
moved.
It's been passed out. Counselor, you want to give us a brief update on what that amendment is?
I'll run through some of these. A lot of them are just, correcting minor errors. Wow, it seems pretty loud, but I've got Michelle and Leanne are here to make sure I don't misstate anything, but we just want the ordinance to be very clean. I'm going to run through these pretty quickly, and if you have any questions for me, just, shout or wave or something, and I'll try to address them as best I can. For the first one, we just added a 0. The number was written incorrectly in the 8th recital clause for a Second Amendment. In the second paragraph of Section 2, we needed to change the commencement date of interest from December 1st to June 1st and insert an interest rate of 2.25% where the blank was provided otherwise. There were, the fixed rate period is to conclude on December 1st of 2017. This is written as a variable rate. In other words, City Council, if there were additional funds that were available, because it's a below market rate issue, if additional funds were there, you could raise the interest rate to be something that's more comparable to the marketplace, only at increments of 1% per year, though. We removed the brackets around the maximum interest rate allowable of 8%. In the third paragraph of Section 2, we deleted the phrase "on a graduated basis." In the 8th paragraph of Section 2, we inserted the phrase "in whole" after the word "bondholder" to describe the permissible transferability of the bond. It's done in whole, not in parts. In the 9th paragraph of Section 2, we inserted a closing quotation mark that was inadvertently omitted. In paragraph B of Section 2, we added the following language to the end of the paragraph: the transferee will acknowledge that the bond is exempt from the continuing disclosure requirements of Rule 15C2-12 of Securities and Exchange Commission. The city will not provide any continuing disclosures with respect to the bond, and that alleviates some administrative burden for us. In paragraph D of section 2, we inserted the phrase "in whole" after the word "acquired," once again describing the permissible transferability of the bond. In Exhibit A, you can see the principal amount payment schedules. There's a slight amendment in that the principal amount due on December 1st of 2020 would be $65,000 instead of $70,000. And then also there's a change in the principal amount due on December 1st of 2030 to $85,000. In Exhibit B, you can see in the interest rate, and there's a, when I say you can see, because a clean copy has been distributed that's attached to kind of the roll-up of the changes. The interest rate is changed to 2.25%, and the header matches the description of above. Also matching is the commencement date of interest, which is changing from December 1st of 2017 to June 1st of 2017. We've deleted the words "to be effective as of December 2nd" at the end of the second sentence of the first full paragraph, and also amended the payment schedule to match what we just did in Exhibit A. So those two changes in 2020 and 2030. Also, there's a few editorial marks that have been changed, such as, we put a note in that signature pages to follow, remove digital document identifiers, and just little things such as that don't affect the substance of the document. But that would be those would be the amendments that I'd ask for.
How about a motion to amend?
So moved. Second.
On the motion to amend?
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes. Move
Put
for
to adopt.
adoption as amended.
Second.
On the motion, Ms. Ross?
I know we asked this last time or once before, or maybe I just asked you, why run it through the electric department?
Well, because based on the cash flow that's coming out of that, of the district as it exists right now, there's just not funds available for a market rate issue. So, based on our calculations, and Ms. Scott could verify this for you, and probably has numbers that are more accurate than what's working off the top of my head, I think we're about 1.7 million into that project. So I don't think that right now there's even revenues at this reduced amount to get us a full reimbursement of the public expenditures that are made. We're just going to do the best that we can as that district matures. If we did a regular bond issue, for a market-based issue, I'm not confident that we could produce, 2/3 of reimbursement to the city as we are right now. But also, while that's advantageous to the city to more internally finance it, it also works well for the electric department. Right now, the reserve funds aren't getting 2.25%, so it's better for the electric department as well.
So they're currently able to make the annual payments, correct?
Yes.
In exhibit.
We have every
Anyway,
anticipation that those payments will be made according to the schedule.
5,000.
When the income goes up, the interest rate will go up too.
Okay.
Right.
So that's a win for us in that, and I think it will. I think next year is going to be higher. And the reason that, nobody likes a TIF. We were one of the first in the world to do one in Arkansas, and none of the lenders like them for some reason. So we were looking at 6% interest on selling this bond. That's what pushed it out so that we couldn't afford it. So it just made sense. It was a win for the electric department and win for us too, so.
So one other question, I know I've asked
Right.
this probably a couple of times now. So the city is also from the bond that's being issued, we're being reimbursed for the interest that we've been paying on this currently, that the city's out of pocket for so far?
I think the plan is to reimburse the city to the full extent possible off the expenditures that have been made.
So make
So
sure
to the
that-
extent that those funds are there,
Okay.
the intent is to try to reimburse the city the full amount.
Just so we're keeping up, okay.
On the motion.
On the motion to adopt as amended, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
O-1691, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
An ordinance amending the retirement system of the city of North Little Rock regarding contributions, service retirement allowances, and death and separation benefits. First reading.
Move to suspend the rules and place it on its first reading, second reading, I'm sorry.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
An ordinance amending the retirement system of the city of North Little Rock regarding contributions, service retirement allowances, and death and separation benefits. Second reading.
Move to suspend the rules and place it on its third reading.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
An ordinance amending the retirement system of the city of North Little Rock regarding contributions, service retirement allowances, and death and separation benefits, third and final reading.
We have an amendment under 2.2, paragraph B, fifth line, where it now reads at least 6% and determined and adopted annually. We want to change that to periodically.
Second.
On the motion?
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes, move for adoption as amended.
Second.
On the motion?
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
Let me make one comment on that. Just to remind everybody that, even though we went from 6% to 9%, if an employee is vested and he leaves, he doesn't get the 9%, he only gets the 6%. So his part of the vesting amount stays at 6%, even though we're putting in 9%. So get his 4 back and the 6% if he's fully vested. Until his normal retirement date. Okay. The benefits aren't going to change any at all. The extra 3% we're putting in is just helping solidify the what's the word I'm looking for, Karen? No, but there's a word. I'm going to find it. I'm going to remember what it is. That helps too. Okay, are we voted on that one?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go on to the next one. Instead of me trying to act like I'm a CPA.
01692, Mayor Smith.
On the motion.
01692, you want me to call it? You sit on the motion. You just want me to call it?
On 92?
92.
Yeah, call it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
An ordinance establishing job classifications and numbers of employees for each department of the city government of North Little Rock for 2017, first reading.
Move to suspend the rules, place on second reading. Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
An ordinance establishing job classifications and numbers of employees for each department of the city government of North Little Rock for 2017, second reading.
Move to suspend the rules and place it on its third reading.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
An ordinance establishing job classifications and numbers of employees for each department of the city government of North Little Rock for 2017, third and final reading.
On the motion.
So move.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
01693, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
An ordinance granting a waiver to allow an electronic changeable copy sign on property located at 2700 Willow Street in the city of North Little Rock, first reading.
Move to suspend the rules, place on second reading.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
No.
An ordinance granting a waiver to allow an electronic changeable copy sign on property located at 2700 Willow Street in the city of North Little Rock, second reading.
Move to suspend the rules, place on third reading.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
No.
An ordinance granting a waiver to allow an electronic changeable copy sign on property located at 2700 Willow Street in the city of North Little Rock, third and final reading.
Maurice.
Do we now have to establish a zone for this?
John, you got a good answer?
There's nothing that says you have to. That has been your policy of how you've done it. But we, way back in the past, I think Altel Arena, we did it, and then Dickey Stevens, then we did the district later. But there's nothing in the ordinance that says you have to do the district first.
Well, and so here's what I'd say too. Whenever you have an ordinance, it's an ordinance that's adopted by the city council. You can waive your own rules. I mean, you can make a rule that binds yourself, but then it's up to you whether or not you you follow that. So like specifically in here, it says, electronic changeable copy signs are prohibited except as specifically authorized within sign overlay districts. What you're talking about doing is sidestepping your own rule. But you have the power to do that.
Okay.
Where are we, Ms. Whitby?
It's been read 3 times. There's no motion.
Mr. Witcher?
Okay, as you all know, I generally have issues with these types of signs. Pershing Boulevard has for a long time been a relatively quiet business area. There are a number of attorneys and doctors both in this area. And we've heard this if we open the door, then we'll have a floodgate of these folks wanting this type of sign. So, is that what we want on Pershing Avenue? For my sake, I say no, but it's a decision that the council will have to make.
Mr. Baxter?
Only one of the comments I have, Mayor, is I see down here where we talk about the features that we're going to go out and look for in our sign. We refer to the, for lack of a better word, the brightness of the sign using the term nits or the measurement of nits. But I believe that our legislation calls for a particular number of lumens from a certain distance. And I believe that nits and lumens are completely 2 different things. But I bet Mr. Spencer is going to educate us.
There is a calculation to turn nits into lumens. But when we go out and measure it, we will measure it in lumens. So we've got a device that will go out at 10 o'clock at night and measure it and set the light level at that level. So
12 nits is.
But
comes
there
out to
is
be
a
dozen
calculation.
nitwits.
Yeah.
It was there, I couldn't pass
Do we
it.
have that many nitwits on staff?
Ms. Ross?
Okay, I'm with Mr. Witcher on these signs. You open the floodgate, but there are exceptions. In the community center, I mean, it's not only one of our warming centers, it's our cooling centers, and it's a place to get out, city messages for the message board. The residents down there, that's one thing that we always, anything that comes up, we check with the residents in that area. Military Heights, they're fine with it. They said anything looks better than what's out there right now.
Absolutely.
So it's hard to, when we represent our residents, and that's what they want. And I can assure you, if the sign's too bright, I've already told Mr. Hartwick that I've got his cell phone number. I'll be calling him if it's too bright. So.
I agree. We've got a wonderful park and a park system, and I think this is an opportunity to promote it. Mr. Witcher? Mr. Height?
Thank you. I just want to agree with Alderwoman Ross is that, there are exceptions to our rules about electronic changeable copy signs. This sign in particular, I hear Alderman Witcher voicing his concerns, but in this case, there are some extinguishing circumstances that make this sign a benefit to the community and the residents that the community center and provides. And so in this case, I think we can kind of look the other way and approve this sign. I think would be doing the right thing. So,
Ms. White?
I don't think this is looking the other way. I think we're looking right at this. But I do agree with Alderman Ross and Alderman Height that this is a greater community effort with this sign. The community group, the Military Heights group, is really excited about the opportunity to maybe put something out for their group from time to time, which Mr. Hartwick has okayed that this will be something they could do. So it really does have a little more far-reaching than just the average business that's talking about what they're selling.
How about a motion to adopt?
so moved.
Mr. Witcher?
One more question. What is the cost of the sign, Mr. Hartwick?
The electrical work and the sign itself will cost a little less than $40,000.
Okay.
And so you'll know, it is part of the community that we're after, but we are, again, when we open our doors when it's too hot for the people, and I had people last year trying to find us. It's also there for when it's cold. We're also there for if you have an emergency. We all practice from in the city. where are you coming to? So this is an informational sign as much as it is anything, Mr. Witcher.
Okay.
Nothing like progress.
Yes.
Second. Do I have a second?
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
No,
On the emergency, Ross?
Is there an emergency?
Yes.
No, I mean, is there a true emergency for this sign? I mean, is there any reason? Have we already got it ordered, or we're on order, or is there any hurry for it, or?
When we draft, or every time we draft an ordinance, we put an emergency clause in it. That's just the practice of our office, because we consider that to be of the purview of city council to
It's just
decide to
that
vote for it or not.
I received an email, that they are against these signs in the city, and it was, we did a lot of work on this. There was a lot of work back in the past years about, the emergencies that we have, everything that we have is an emergency, and is this a true emergency?
Well,
So
I think we're
you
trying
know,
to get it in this year's budget.
Is that it?
We want to
Okay.
write a rec today.
Okay.
Am I saying the right, Karen, or not?
I'm just saying, I'm just asking.
Sorry, this will be one of those items that has to be reauthorized. There's no way we can get it here by Friday. However, it has been bid, and I'm certain that Mr. Hartwick wants to let the vendor know, that this has been approved by you also, that they can start working on it.
Okay, all right.
Council?
Yeah, the only thing that I'd add to that is, if the emergency clause is not approved, then the sign could not be installed for 60 days. So that's the delay that's put in place. If the emergency clause is approved, they could install it tomorrow. So, but that would be the difference in the legal effect of not voting for the emergency clause.
I got the same email that you got that you referred to.
I think we all did.
We all got it. And the gentleman that wrote that email was expressing concern over not being able to come down and voice comments about legislation because we sometimes would run it up the flagpole and vote on it that night. I don't think that has anything to do with the emergency clause. I think it has I think that what he was trying to say in that email is, why don't we slow down the legislation going through city council and read it this council meeting, then second reading next 2 weeks from now, and then possibly the third. I don't think that was really the emergency clause that he was voicing his concerns about. It was the fact that we run legislation 1, 2, 3, and don't give people opportunity to a couple of weeks from now to voice their comments about legislation. I don't think it was really the emergency clause that he was trying to explain.
I agree, it was just that there was a comment, is everything in the city an emergency? And that's what I was just asking, and this particular item was the one that they were addressing, so.
On the emergency.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
yes.
Next item, O-1694, Alderman Ross.
Please call it.
An ordinance vacating and abandoning certain unused easements on property located at 4101 Camp Robinson Road in the city of North Little Rock, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
On the motion to suspend?
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
That a motion?
So move.
On the motion?
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
O-1695, Alderman Taylor.
Please call it.
An ordinance levying of annual charges for properties lying within the boundaries of the City of North Little Rock Municipal Multipurpose Improvement District Number 37, Faulkner Crossing, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
On the motion?
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
That a motion?
So move.
Second.
On the motion?
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
O-1696, Alderman Height.
Please call it.
An ordinance granting a conditional use to allow a car lot in a C4 zone for property located at 5039 Warden Road in the city of North Little Rock, first reading.
Move to suspend all readings, then I have a question of Sean Spencer.
Second.
On the motion?
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
Sean, in section 2, paragraph E, is the condition that there be a ratio of 1 vehicle per every 450 square feet of open lot area. Did the planning commission recommend that we delete that paragraph?
They recommended that we go with the existing number of parking spots that are there now.
So would that mean that we need to delete that condition, that paragraph?
Yes, it was sent over and did not make it into the ordinance. So there's currently 140 spots, is that correct?
36, I thought it was.
136?
By the time you have salesmen, customers, it's going to be the
140 spots.
Pardon me?
There's currently 140 spots, and they were asking to use the existing spots. So it's been a car lot in the past.
So what do we need to do with paragraph E? It allow
Strike it.
108 vehicles there, right?
Yeah,
So that's-
I would strike that and say to allow 140 vehicles on the lot at any one time.
Okay, so that would be my amendment, Mr. Carter.
Okay, you got that amendment, Ms. Whitby?
Yes, sir.
Do I have a second? Second on the amendment?
Second.
Questions?
Okay, we normally say, you said 140 all cars on lot, which includes employees, customers, and everyone, correct?
That's the number of
Okay.
spots, so
Okay.
there wouldn't be any way to park any more than 140.
Okay, all right. So that's the total number.
On the motion to amend, hold on, Mr. Baxter.
But I mean, that's the same basic number way that we come up with numbers in every other car lot that we do. Is that not correct?
Since 2005, we've been doing it this way.
Correct. We divide the open area by 450, and we come up with a number, and that number is for sales vehicles, employee vehicles, or potential customer vehicles.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So then
There's this
why did they recommend deviating from that?
Since it was a car lot in the past, most of the new car lots that you guys are seeing are not car lots. You know, they're whatever they were before, and then they're coming in to ask to meet the new ordinance. So the planning commission felt that since it was already a car lot and the lots are there, so what we would, we would be asking them to pull up asphalt to stop people from parking, because it's already lined and everything.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of car dealers in that particular area along Landers and Warden,
On both sides, yes.
on both sides, that the vehicle per every 450 square feet does not apply to.
That would not apply, yes.
Yeah.
They've been existing for years.
Yeah, so they would be the only one out there in that area that would have that condition applied to them if we left it as it is. All the other car lots in that particular area on Landers and Warden Road, that rule doesn't apply to.
On the motion to amend?
On the motion to amend, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
No.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes,
And Witcher?
Yes.
motion to adopt as amended.
Do I have a second?
Second.
On the motion?
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
No, I have a question.
Question?
Okay, because I'm scratching my head now. Because all the car lots that we have on Broadway, aren't they existing car lots already? But they have, I guess I don't understand the difference.
There is no difference.
I'm confused.
The difference is
One's Warden, one's Broadway.
this car lot applied, they're applying for a car lot based on what the rules are today, not what the rules were prior to 2005. So we're exercising our executive privileges and modifying the rules for this particular car lot.
On the motion?
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
No?
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
No.
Baxter?
No.
Vouch?
Go by with the glory, yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.
Thank you.
Concludes new business.
Okay, let's go to public comment. Bobby Taylor. Go ahead. Well, she can ask after you get through.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. My name is Bobby Taylor. Mayor, things are still just like it was 2 weeks ago when I talked to you. There hadn't been no change in any of it, and I don't know whether it was going to be that quick or what, but
You want this?
And that is.
I got two more places I want to give you, 4708 East Broadway and 4706 East Broadway. It's pretty close to the street, and people are just bringing their garbage and stuff and just throwing it out there at the edge of the street. It ain't 10 foot off of the street. And I know this has been there I've been watching it for 2 or 3 months. And just before you get to Stella's Liquor Store, there's a recycle bin. It's been there for probably close to a year. Used to be 2 of them. They got 1 of them. And there's still one on 4708 Boyer.
That's the same as East Broadway address, 4708 Boyer.
The recycle, one of the recycle bins is 4708 Boyer. The other recycle bin is just before you get to Stella's Liquor Store on Broadway.
Okay.
And the trash, the limbs and stuff, it was cut over where the house was burnt and tore down on Boyer. 4523, I think it is. The brush was cut, carried across the street. It's been there now for a month. It hadn't been touched. I know Harold told me that he wouldn't pick up anything if it was a certain length. And this was just, looked like a bunch of brush that growed up that was cut, this real long limbs. And some of it is out in the street. And the guy that cut it lives right beside me at 4605 Boyer. He's the one that went up there and cut it. So, I mean, y'all said if you see anybody cutting and bringing stuff in like this, let you know. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, I'll try to get out there myself. I made notes the last time, and maybe my notes didn't get all the way to where it
And
needed to be.
the leaves, it's on Protho. They're still out in the street. And now it ain't nothing but a mud lobby where they run through them.
Yeah, we got that all.
That can't be picked up by no kind of machine. It's got to be shoveled up because it's wet and done turned into mud.
I don't know when our machines are gonna get down in that area. They're in section 2 right now, I think, or 3.
And the last thing, y'all have had, and they do a pretty good job of it, tree service, trim the limbs and stuff off the trees out there where the lights will be brighter down on the street. But they're not always cleaning up the mess that they make. There's 2 places on Boyer and one on Adkins that the pile of brush was probably 2.5, 3 foot high and probably 4 foot in diameter. I've watched it since they cut it, and it's just keep rotting and going down. People mows the grass that's mow up to it and go around it. That should have been picked up, but usually the tree service, they do a pretty good job of cleaning it up. But this one, they left it, and the people that owned the property done the raking up.
Okay, what else?
Mayor, I'll see you in 2 weeks, give you another report.
Okay, Bobby, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ms. Robinson?
I have 2 things I need to say. First of all, I want to compliment Parks and Recreation for a program that they're starting for special need children, starting the 18th of January, where they're going to be teaching special needs children team sports and how to work together and play together, and I think that's going to be an excellent program. And I just hope that they're advertised it enough so that they can get enough folks interested in the program. My second thing is I'm getting some complaints and some concerns regarding the project on Mosley Street. I know we're paying over $200 and some thousand for 2 blocks to be done. A few years ago, we were going to do that project, and we had some neighbors who lived close to the Glenview Lane area were concerned about easements, and at the time, they were not willing to give any of their property for the street to be done. And I know they put out a bid for that street. Now, we voted on it on the 10th of October, and I see Melissa has gone, so I guess I need to meet with her in her office to discuss the Mosley project. And not only that, normally when there are bids, you know, we get to see what everyone bid, you know, on a project. And in this particular case, we only got the bid of the person who received, you know, the project. And we would just like to see what everyone bid. And I know a couple of those bidders did not check a box or did not do something, but we'd like to see that. And normally when we get bids from the city engineer and different ones, they show us the entire bid process, the entire bid. And we didn't get that for the Mosley project. So we need that. And the concern, I have an elderly lady who lives on the corner of Glenview Lane and Poe. Her house has been there since 1920-something. And she has a wheelchair ramp. And she was afraid a few years ago that putting in this drainage and stuff was going to take a portion of her yard because her house was built close, you know, to the street. So I guess this is something I'm going to have to meet with Miss Melissa on, and also the city engineer. But like I said, we voted on this on the 10th of October, and I'm not willing for us to pay another $200,000 to do another 2 blocks. To me, I mean, $200,000 to do 2 blocks to me was a bit much. But I voted on it October the 10th because I was thinking that it was going to be done in several phases.
Is that CDBG?
Yes, it
project?
is. We gave $39,000, you know, in order for the project to be completed. But I'll call Melissa tomorrow.
Well, we can get the bid sheet. I mean, I don't know, does CDBG do different than all of our other bids? Yeah, I don't know why you didn't get a bid sheet. But we can make that happen. Mr. Baxter?
Thank you.
through?
I'm finished.
Well, this is my esteemed seatmate's last council meeting, and I'd just like to say that it's been a pleasure serving with Alderman Fouch for the last 6 years, representing the fine folks of Ward 3. I think we've done a great job in bringing back some good, positive, solid reputation for the folks out there, so thanks, Bruce.
He will be missed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Mayor, if I may?
Yes, please.
Tough one to do. My brain says keep on going, and my body says I can't do it anymore. So I'd like to thank the mayor, his staff, and all the folks who work in City Hall. Always the last place I had to turn to get something done, questions answered. It's always easy to give somebody an answer when you've got somebody to ask that'll give you the answer. I'd like to thank Steve and all my counterparts up here. Made guidance, support, kick in the butt sometimes, excuse me, but trying to keep me from going off on some of my tangents. To every employee in every department, I can't name you off separately. It's easy to look good when we're sitting up here, when we have professionals at every level of every department, from department head down to the newest hire. We call, we ask, you do. There's nothing more I can say about that. I mean, you make us look good. He's not here tonight, so I would like to reach out, and James Ard, if you're watching, get well soon. I know it would have been a pleasure for you to get up and speak again, but looking forward to you coming back. Alderman-elect Ron Harris, I wish you the best of luck in your future to come. It's been a real honor, and it's been my privilege to serve with all of you and for all of you in the city. And finally, I'd like to thank my loving wife, Jan, who's been my strength, my support, without whose constant urging to make me get up out of my recliner and come to these meetings. Thank you very much. I love you dearly. Thank you.
Well said, well said. Any other council member? I would like to ask all of the elected officials that are going to be involved in the swearing-in ceremony on Sunday to stay behind, so I can kind of give you an update in what we're going to be doing and where everybody's going to be. And with that, it's been a great 2016. Let's hope, I assure you that our staff is going to work as hard in 2017 as we did in 2016. So I'm sure with all of y'all's support, we'll have another good year. So with that, if you'll stay around, we'll talk just about for 10 minutes. Thanks. We're
Second.
on the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor? Robinson?
Yeah.
Baxter?
Yes.
Vouch?
Yes.
Height?
Yes.
And Witcher?
Yes.